All right, so you finished step one, which was creating the Louver RFQs. Moving on to step two is filling out the Louver RFQ. So I'd recommend you have your specifications for the louvers, as you see here on the left. This is the spec where we're going to get all the information to fill out the RFQ. So we'll start with selecting the branch. This is be coming out Louver, so we select that. We are going to use the 3855 Watseka as the project, and the address is the same. The project is in Culver City. 32. Date quote required. We're going to say not this Friday, but the Friday from now. Enter our date, the 20th. Louver delivery location. These are standalone louvers, so these are going to go to job site. Delivery date. The current field schedule has glazing in November, so we will put November. Okay. Moving on to bid documents. So we have the specification that we're referencing here on the left. It's dated October 1st, 2021. And we do have the specs section, and is 089119. We'll call it the fixed louvers. No addenda. And the basis of design. To find the basis of design, you got to scroll through here now under manufacturers. Right under here, you'll find the basis of design. For this one is going to be Construction Specialties, any one of these vendors, but it's a 4-inch louver is what we're going to put here for this project. All right, we do have specs, so we won't check this. This is not a standard, or it is a standard, but we'll say other, because it's not any one of these, so we'll just say other. Don't have glazed in louvers. Architecturals. The architectural reference for this is this document here on the left. We're going to put the date of that is 3/7/2022, and our takeoff will be dated today. The wind loads for the typical corners, or the typical and the corner, you can get from your Jumpstart package. I have here our Jumpstart package for this project. It's typically in the very first couple pages. This is page 4 of the JS1. I've got my typical wind load here, and then my corner wind load there. So I'll enter that over here. 2265 for typical, 2796 for the corner zones. All right, so we can close that off. Back to specs. All right, under specifics, we're going to request shop drawings and calculations. We will require or request the include perimeter conditions and details. We will select including the design of anchorage. And we want to include this wet stamp. Include the CAD files and the warranty of the system and the finish. I think I did see the finish warranty up right here on the warranty. The warranty for the finish is 20 years. So we click this one here and we select 20 years. Scrolling through the specs, I did not see a warranty for the system, so we're going to select here the warranty that same as our system. We're going to select 2 years. Or you can leave this like this and request have the vendor provide what their typical warranty is. Here we're going to say 2 years, the same as our system, glazing system. For the lead requirements, the percentage of consumer recycled content, you want to scroll down through here under material, keep going. Going to go under recycled content, and it's right here under materials 2.6, recycled content of aluminum, and not less than 50%. So we will click here and we will click 50%. We do have a takeoff, so we'll click this. We have a total of 68 louvers. Our footage, 765 square feet. Standalone louvers, these are same amount. We have no glazed in louvers, no sections, and nothing that should loose for this project. Okay, the paint finish. Moving on to paint finish. We scroll through here looking for the finished paint. Under aluminum finishes, this is calling for 3-coat. So we'll select. You've got a couple different options here: 2-coat, 3-coat, 4-coat. So we'll select 3-coat for the spec there. Click there. In color here, code, okay. We'll just say color and gloss to match architect. So we'll say TBD. All right, louver accessories, perimeter mounting hardware clips, we want to select that. Fasteners to structure, we want to select that. And we do want to click this one where we want to ask vendor to advise if any additional support or bracing will be required. We will ask for sill pans, support for mounting window system. Here under insect screen and or bird screen. Okay, so now we're looking for the louver screen. So in this section 2.4, it talks about insect screens. So we're going to select insect screens here and not bird screen. If they were looking for bird screens, you would select this one here. And here's a nice little diagram of, that shows you the assembly of a louver. You got the louver itself, where the bird or the insect screen would go, the blank off panel, and or your insulated blank off panel, which we will get into that. So we have an insect screen on that is on this specific project. They're calling for an insect screen, so we will select that, and they have the 18 by 16 mesh, which is what we're going to select. That's actually defaulted there. Blank off panels is our next one. Blank off panels here, they're calling for uninsulated blank off panels, metal to match, attached to the back of the louver, and an 050 minimum. So we are going to click on this one here, and under the thickness, we are going to type in 050 minimum. All right, so we don't need insulated blank off panels, no cutouts, at least nothing yet. And this is not going into glazing into a pocket, so we don't need the F adapters. All right, moving on to packaging and delivery. Again, this is going to the job site. If these were going to get glazed into the shop or into the system, you'd go FOB shop, but since this is going to the job site, go FOB job site. And you want it packaged in crates. And if you had any, this is going to go, we said November, so we'll say 4th quarter. And expected delivery date, which is very similar to what we had up there. It's November. And if you had any additional alternates, you kind of select them here. If you had an alternate finish, you know what, on this one we had selected a alternate for a 2-coat. And that was about it. You had any special instructions that you wanted to call out for this project that they were looking for, you kind of spell it out here, so that way you can be added to the quote when you get that back from the vendor. So that's it. It's just a quick overview on filling out your Louver RFQ. All right.